everyone, it's Cindy Hinska Mahoney here to give you a word of encouragement and to lift you up today. It's been quite a while since I've recorded a video, and today I just really felt the urge in my spirit with everything that's been going on in our world, with all of the killings and shootings and mass murders and things that have been going on, and the different political views that people hold, and how people hold to their beliefs and their opinions so sternly. And I just want to be a voice of encouragement to talk to people about just love and acceptance, and trying to be more accepting of your brother instead of competing and comparing and criticizing and condemning and judging, and trying to come more from a heart of understanding. So oftentimes people will listen so that they can respond back to what someone else is saying without really ever listening to understand where they're coming from. And you know, I've been going through some experiences in my own personal walk, in my own personal life, and things that have caused me to feel a little bit of anxiety lately. And I find myself, you know, thinking about how if I were in the other person's shoes that's going through what they're going through right now, how would I want them to respond to me? And I just feel there's been so much just judgment and criticism, and I'd like to see more, again, understanding and compassion and mercy toward people. And you know, so often we think we need to take a side, or we need to take a stand for what it is that we believe in. And I think it's okay to have your own views and your own opinions and your own likes and interests and things. I mean, that is what makes us unique individuals. And of course, every one of us has our own unique soul signature. You know, there's often times where I will end a post saying, I am Cindy, we are one. And of course, I don't mean that we all think exactly the same. I just mean that we all originate from the same source, that there's only one source of life and well-being and love that flows into every heart and mind. And oftentimes I think through the experiences that we go through in our life, we become jaded. We can become critical sometimes of ourselves or of others. And, you know, it causes us to look at life through a very narrow lens, or, you know, through a perception that may be needing to be healed. And I believe in our world today, we are in need of more people that love, that are here to bring light and to bring healing and to bring more of an expression of love into the earth. And I shared this once before on a message, but I had this amazing experience a few years back. I was coming out to turn on my coffee maker very early in the morning before the sun even came out. And as I was walking through my living room in the dark, I suddenly just had this vision where my whole living room was lit up and it was all decorated for Christmas. And I heard in my spirit simultaneously, create the atmosphere. And I knew right away what the Lord was conveying to me, because for the whole month prior to that, every time that I would begin to judge a situation or look at anything through a lens other than love and acceptance, literally the word love would light up in my mind like a neon sign, and it would check me, and I would check myself. And so every year my husband would leave to go hunting in November, and while he was gone, I would decorate my whole house for Christmas. And when he would come home, he would say, I just love coming home after being gone. I miss you, and when I come home, you've just created such a warm and loving, welcoming atmosphere for me to come home to. And so I knew that's what the Lord was referring to. And I know that we have the ability to create an atmosphere around us, that we literally put out a vibrational frequency, because we are energetic beings. And I know for some people that may seem odd for me to use that kind of terminology, but science has actually discovered that we truly, really are beings of light, and that we do all emit a certain vibrational frequency. And that can vary depending on kind of the mood that you're in, the thoughts that you're thinking, and what it is that you're emoting into the atmosphere around you. And I've been seeing so many people, you know, voicing their opinions and things on Facebook. And, you know, I guess for me, you know, we want to see a more loving world, a more peaceful world. We need to take responsibility then for the light that is within us, and we need to be more conscientious about how we affect change in the world around us. And it always begins in our own heart. And you know, sometimes we'll see something on the news, and we'll have a specific like political thing that will come out, and people will have their different perspectives and different views on it, and they'll stand very strong in their opinion. And then, you know, they want to convey to people that they are Christian and that they're, you know, people of love and of peace and of mercy and followers of Christ. And then, you know, something hits home very close to them, and they have a very strong opinion and judge and, you know, want to hold to that judgment and narrow their brother down to a concept instead of seeing them as the beings of love and light that they truly are. And I guess my main concern is that we become not just a voice for love, but literally create that feeling of love. I mean, it's not enough to just spout off at the mouth and say, I am love, I am peace, I am joy, I am light, and then turn around in the next breath and judge a brother and condemn him. So my thought is, listen to understand. Try to be more accepting of other people. Every one of us is here from the same source, and we all have been through different experiences in our life, and those things have maybe colored our perception, but that doesn't mean that that person does not still have the light of Christ within them, because he is the light that lights every man that comes into this world. And I know that sometimes people get stuck in their religious beliefs, but truthfully, if I were just to say, what do you really know? Only what you yourself have personally experienced. And my experience of what God is, when I close my eyes and I shut out time, when I shut out my body and the atmosphere around me, I just feel an all-consuming, all-encompassing, vibrational energy that is just love. Just love. Not condemnation, never about fear. It's just a presence of absolute love and calm. It's peaceful. And, you know, I just want to encourage you today to get in touch with your true source and begin to become more familiar with walking in that light and emulate that. Be encouraged today. Thank you.